Badink.
Rosemarie Barnes did a presentation on using your voice, using your body. One of the interesting parts was the importance of a warm-up. Would you elaborate on that for me?
You wouldn't ask a gymnast to do a double twisting backflip without warming up his body. Neither should you ever ask a speaker to speak on any topic without warming up their vocal system, which includes brain, throat, body, feet, the whole thing. You need the full body connection in order to speak properly.
Do people actually do that? I mean, I saw that in your seminar, but do speakers actually do that warm-up?
When I'm on my way to Toastmasters, I warm up in the car.
Show me the mouth warm-up. That was the one that fascinated me the most.
The minimum, and buggy bumpers, and sticking your tongue out as far as you can, and we did the one about I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's son, and I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucking's done. As fastly as you can.
That's what I was going to ask you for. Yes, the other aspect that I found incredibly interesting is how to project your voice, like you're throwing a baseball high into the ceiling, dropping down, and then you even said, dropping down. You must play little racquetball because the ball was dropping right down at the base. Go over that because that still needs more clarification for me.
What you want to do with your voice is you want to arc it over top of your audience and come down in the back behind them so that your voice covers your entire audience and can be heard by all. The other thing you want your voice to do is to spiral. It needs to go in circles in order to get the full resonating capacity on all sides. So you get the highs and the lows, just like a good stereo. By projecting your voice with your arm, you force the voice to follow that arc. Physicalization is the very best way you've got of making your voice do what you're telling it to do. By feeling it in your body, in your arm, by throwing a baseball, you now have a picture in your head of how your voice is going to play out to your audience. Forcing your voice to go straight at the back wall forces you to add too much power into the throat, and there's no resonating qualities to that. To make it an arc requires that you take the voice from the chest up into the head, further along, and come back down into the chest voice, so you've warmed up the whole spectrum of pitches as well as the resonating cavities in your head.
And people have often talked about diaphragmatical breathing, but you talked about the chest breathing, the diaphragmatical breathing. I think we were even breathing in the cavities in our head. Maybe you can cover all of that. Can you cover all of that? We got about another 3 minutes.
We have many holes in our body, some of which deserve to have air in them and some of them which don't. The cavities that we need to fill are above your eyebrows, your sinus cavities in your face. We call that the mask. There are also cavities. Your brain has lots of room in it as well, and you've got cavities in your chest, you've got cavities all over. When you need to resonate your voice, you need to use every single one of those. That's why when you pinch your nose, you talk like that. The reason is that you're not letting any air come through your sinus cavities. If you want the voice full and round, you need to have the mouth in the right shape, your upper palate has to be lifted. Excuse me. The sound needs to come through your sinus cavities. You need to use all the holes in your head that you've got to get that echoey, full, rounded sound.
The power of the smile. You're certainly giving me the smile in this presentation, but you also indicated the smile, and besides the voice and the cavities and the air holes, it was the smile and the whole body language.
The smile forces you to raise the cheekbones. By raising the cheekbones, you expand the size of the sinus cavity that you can use. So, when I am saying to you with my eyes smiling, I had a really great day. I've lifted that without using my mouth. When I say to you, my dog just died, no one's going to believe you. You have to connect the whole body into creating the speech. Your face mirrors what the voice says and vice versa. If it does not, people will not believe you. They won't know what's wrong, but they'll suspect something is missing out of your message. Similarly, if you're talking about telling the truth in a simple form, but you've got your fingers crossed, people know that that's not quite as true as you would like it to be. By raising your body and being open to sound, keeping the chest high so that that cavity is being filled, by smiling and creating the look of, I am so pleased to be here, and it's true, you open all these cavities as well. It also makes you approachable, believable, and sincere. You cannot influence people if they can't reach you. And the only way to make people reach you is by reaching out to them. How do you do that? You smile at them, even if it's only with your eyes.
You quoted Lee Mason and her quote, and then you elaborated on it even further to make the quote, well, say, more meaningful to you.
Lee Mason, a wonderful, wonderful woman, wise, really wise. Not only wise, but smart. Lee Mason's favorite saying is that the mind-mouth connection is essential. And we all know people who have never made that connection. We know people who have spoken without having it come through the brain. It's more than that. For me, speaking is about the mind-mouth-body connection. It all has to work as one, and one can belie the other. If your shoulders are sagging, but you're talking about energy, you're not giving the right message. If your eyes are smiling, but your back is ramrod straight, people know that there's a tension there, and they don't know why they understand it, but they know they can't quite trust you.
On the Toastmasters Convention in Kelowna, thank you very much, Rosemarie Barnes.
Thank you.